What's up, Christian? I'll get this started. Congratulations on the scholarship, man. Can you walk me through the emotions and what that was like for you?
Thank you. It was pretty crazy because I'm sure you guys probably saw the video, but I was a bit skeptical of the I don't know what we were doing with the drill that Coach B had us setting up for, so I didn't really know because he usually has tape of everything he's showing us. So I was a bit skeptical of what he was doing, but it was obviously super exciting, super surreal. It was just, I don't know, it was one of the best things I've ever had in my life. One of the greatest achievements I've ever had in my life. Obviously, I'm super thankful for the coaches, Coach V, the support staff, everybody, assistant coaches, everybody within the program for blessing me with the opportunity. I'm really thankful for that. And yeah, it was really exciting.
So last year, I think, did you live with Brandon and Doug and James, and you guys still live together?
Yeah, I'm living with Brandon. Yeah, those three guys still right now.
What was it like getting back to the house with them? Like, I'm sure it was probably kind of chaotic before you even got home, but to be with them and to celebrate that with them, I know you guys are all pretty close. What was that like?
Yeah, it was awesome. They've always been, they've been some of my best friends here. I actually didn't get back there until later. I was hanging out with Mike, Alec, and those guys for a while. So obviously they congratulated me. It was super awesome. Yeah, I mean, they're my best friends. So they've always been super supportive, always encouraging me throughout my career. Just if there's any times that I've been, questioning like whether I should just keep going, they've always been there to keep pushing me forward.
How many times do those questions exist for you? Like, was there a lot of times that you guys had to sit in the living room or whatever and talk about whether to keep going with this walk-on thing?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually after this past season, I was planning on being done. Had a lot of conversations with Coach Knox, a lot of my teammates and stuff. They're kind of just, you might as well give it a shot. Coach B was obviously encouraging everybody from the team last year to come back and at least give it a shot. And I was sitting at home doing nothing but just biceps bench and a couple miles a day. So it was kind of a big decision to decide to come back to being a Division I athlete. But obviously all my friends, wanted me to come back and give it a shot. And it's not that I didn't want to come back and give it a shot. It was just a matter of I had to balance trying to get a job and, trying to earn a scholarship. It's kind of a tough balance. So I'm glad everything worked out how I hoped.
Very cool. Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Joey.
Hey, Christian, congratulations on getting the scholarship. Some of the guys we've talked to before you have mentioned, calling up family members, not getting to talk to their family members for a little bit while teammates were congratulating them and things like that. But with you having your brother here on the team on campus, did that make that moment even a little extra special in any way?
Thank you, Colin. Yeah, my brother was one of the first people to, come up and give me a hug. And we were both, super emotional. My brother and I obviously are really close. We've grown even closer since we've both been here. It really meant a lot to me to, have him here, throughout the last year and a half. And, just for him to be able to share that moment with me was pretty special for me. And I know as my parents, my whole family is super excited and thankful as well.
and I asked Alec about this as well, but since you're an in-state kid, to see Brett Beal and this program pushing in-state recruiting as much as they have been since they've gotten here, for you to see that, knowing the opportunity you got as an athlete, what does that mean to you?
Yeah, as Illinois' flagship program, you always want to be able to recruit in state, and I think Coach B's really put a big emphasis on that, obviously through the recent hires he's made. As an in-state guy, it's obviously probably everyone's dream to come play for U of I and be able to experience what U of I has to offer. I know that was something that I wanted to do. I ended up passing up on some smaller FCS offers to come walk on here. And I'm really glad I did, because, the experience you get here is, you can't get that anywhere else. Obviously playing in Memorial Stadium is something, I always dreamed about as a kid. And I'm sure there's a lot of people within the state that feel the same as well.
Thanks, Christian.
Thank you, Colin.
Hey, Christian, first I want to settle something with your last name, because people have always said Bobak, and in the media guide it says Bobak, like emphasis on the back. So can you pronounce your name for us?
Yeah, it's Christian Bobak. The first way, I suppose. Actual Polish pronunciation would be Bobak, but Christian Bobak, that's what I go by here.
So you don't correct people if they say your name Bobak or anything?
No. It's kind of hard to notice the emphasis anyways.
Yes. My main questions are around special teams. So hold on, I got the number here. You have played a total of 758 special team snaps. So, of all the walk-ons, especially all the walk-ons who have gotten scholarships here, you've probably been on the field the most of anyone. What was it about special teams that, just became your thing? If I remember correctly, you were out there on kickoff team as a freshman, your first game as a walk-on, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, my redshirt freshman year against Ball State. I came in as a running back. We had a pretty talented running back room at that time. We still do now, obviously, but as a younger guy, you gotta find your spot where you're able to help the team, and special teams was that was my little niche that I was able to fit in well. Coach Lakes gave me that opportunity. I'm super thankful for that. Special teams is just it's something that I've taken a lot of pride in. I don't think that a lot of people are willing to kind of go down and run full speed into a wall of other people on kickoff. It's something that I've definitely tried to take pride in throughout my career. Alec, Mike, Sean Coughlin, all those guys, all the walk-ons, we've kind of tried to make that, our spot, our niche, and carve out roles for ourselves and be able to help the team in any way we can. And, we've taken a lot of pride in that, building up the special teams as well as we can and help the team win.
Okay, I'm going to have you pick a career highlight here from these two plays. The one carry against Northwestern for -1 yards, which you're now in the record book as having -1 yards in your career as carry.
It's tough.
Or is it the kind of combo tackle at the end of the Michigan State game? I think, if I remember correctly, Devin Witherspoon tripped the guy on the kickoff. You finished off the tackle, clock runs out, Illinois wins, going to a bowl game. And then, as I remember, you bowled your helmet toward the Illinois fans to say, "We're going bowling." So which of those is your highlight?
Are those the only two choices here?
You could have a third if you really want. I just want one of those.
between those two, I'm probably going to have to go with Michigan State. That was, I mean, I think I kind of just fell on him. He was already going down. I just kind of fell on him, but I'll take credit for an assist if there's a assist in the record books for that. But that was a super special game for all of us. One of the biggest comebacks, maybe the biggest comebacks in Illinois history. It was great to be a part of that. That's something I'll be able to talk to my kids about in the future. Just something that's an incredible memory to be a part of. I don't know if I'm going to be telling too many people about my current rushing yards, but I could say I got a carry. I'm not going to elaborate on how far it went.
Did you plan the bowling celebration? Like, it's this vivid thing that sticks out in my memory of, you taking your helmet and bowling. Did you have that planned if you guys won, or that just spur of the moment thing?
I think that was Nolan Burnett. I would have bowled my helmet. I probably did bowl my helmet now that I'm thinking about it.
Yes, no, I was in that corner.
I saw a bunch of, everybody started throwing their helmets. So,
Yes, bowling just seemed appropriate at the moment.
Yeah, had to just, might as well throw my helmet as well. I mean.
Okay, thanks, Christian.
Thank you.
Christian, I wanted to ask you, you mentioned it a little bit about, turning down some FCS offers in order to walk on at Illinois. Can you take me back to that process and what that was like for you in the sense of, well, when I get accepted to Illinois, okay, this is the path I'm taking. Was that basically how it worked out for you, or was it a tough decision to try to figure out where you wanted to go?
So it's a long time ago now, I guess, but
sorry about that.
No, I'm just trying to bring it all back, but recruiting it was a lot slower than I would have hoped. I had a pretty good senior season. I had some good tape, so I was trying to pick up some offers, some bigger offers. Those bigger offers and then never ended up coming. I ended up being between Dartmouth and walking on here. I was kind of holding out hope that, eventually I would get a scholarship from here. But on signing day, I ended up making the decision to come here. That was a decision I had to make with my family. I'm very lucky that my parents, they told me, we want you to go where you want to go. We want you to be happy. So it was one of the toughest decisions of my life. Obviously, I'm, super, super happy and thankful that I made the right decision. Thankful for my parents for giving the opportunity to walk on here and pursue my dream of playing big time football.
Well, Christian, I apologize because my follow-up is going to take you even back further in your life, because I don't know if you know this, but I need to ask you about your high school hockey career, because I don't know if you know this, but Elite Prospects has you listed as a 2-game hockey career at Hinsdale Central. How did that come about? Were you asked to try out for the team, or does it just, you are the only high school hockey player on this Illinois football roster. So how does that come about in your athletic career?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I've always been wanting to talk about my hockey career. I kind of boast about it because, nobody else can really skate that well on the team. But I actually first started playing hockey when I was 3. I went to, my parents had me go to Polish Saturday school when I was younger. So I think I was probably 5 or 6. Had to have been older. Ended up not being able to do it because practice was always on Saturdays. I had Polish school to go to. So, when the Blackhawks, started to come back up around like 2008-ish. I ended up being, super interested in hockey because I did play it before. Did start in-house, went to just AA for the Chicago Hawks. And then my sophomore year, I ended up switching to the high school team at Hinsdale Central. And the 2 games I think were my varsity career. I played a full season for sophomore, but I got called up for 2 games. But yeah, I'd be going straight from football practice to hockey practice. So that was a pretty crazy time back then. But yeah.
Appreciate it, Christian. Thank you.
Thanks, Matthew.
Anybody else have anything?
I just want to know who would be the second place skater on the team if you're number 1.
Shoot, I know I haven't played with him, but I know Michael Marquez. I've heard he's a pretty well established pond hockey player, up north. So I haven't been able to challenge him yet. But in a 1-versus-1, I'm sure I'd dangle him a bit, but I guess we'll have to wait till next winter.
Is there a definitive house power rankings between the 4 that you live with as to where you guys would line up?
I think James has skated like maybe 2 times in his life. I think I skated with him once. He wasn't able to stand up very well. Doug, I think Doug's a seasoned pond hockey vet in the Hinsdale area. So, I'd probably put him at 2. I'm not sure about BP's experience. I'm assuming he must have a little bit of skating ability, but I'm confident in my ability as a number 1 hockey player on the team and in the house.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
You guys all good?
Thanks, Christian.
Everybody.
Thank you.
Yo.